Alrighty, welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War walkthrough guide. And in this video we're basically going to be getting through just about every fight in Svartalfheim, and that will be it. So let's move on to the first fight.
I don't know. Water looks pretty clear here. Whoever wrote this certainly had an eye for detail.
Look, there's a door just across this gap. Tyr could be right there. That worked. Let's get to the door. Come on. Tyr?
Well, I certainly don't think this is where Tyr currently is.
He's got to be here somewhere. This mine is huge.
Atreus, what do you intend to stop Odin from doing? Speak as if you know his plan.
I don't know his plan. That's why we're...
Brothers, with Fimbulwinter underway and Ragnarok around the corner, Odin will be desperate. Whatever he's planning to do surely won't be to the benefit of anyone but himself.
Exactly.
Alright, so this is a very basic fight. It's just one enemy that's level 1, so you can send them flying in the air and make them an easy kill. And then for the guy that's at level 2, you could try and hit them into a wall, or you can just keep hitting them until they get stunned. That is the best way to kill them on this part. So just a disclaimer, there is going to be a boss fight up ahead. It isn't, like, recommended for you to do it, but I personally do it because I would like to get the handle that you get for beating it. So just keep that in mind. You're not forced to do it, but I am going to be using a handle and upgrading the handle that you get in that boss fight. So I am going to tell you how to do it. And that is it, so we'll move on to the next fight.
There's a broken door up to the left behind this crane. Maybe Tyr tried to escape. We should look. There we go. I think that should keep the lift fully powered up. We're almost there.
That sounded like it wasn't quite right there, brother. Outstanding! That overflowing water is powering the crane. Clever. You'll be up
Nice.
there in.
That'll keep the water flowing over the side. That's it. Come on. Let's take that lift up. Tyr can't be far. Okay, new exercise. Let's think about how Tyr's probably feeling locked up in his mind. If I were imprisoned by Odin and finally freed, Odin would obviously be at the top of my list. But I would just want to fight something. Anything. Even if it was just to know I still could. here? Whoa, what happened here?
Alright, so this is a very simple fight here. For these little worms, you just want to use your light blade attack, and that is the best way to kill them, as I've said in multiple of these videos. I'm going to say it every single time whenever you're facing these enemies. You always want to use the blade light attack. There's basically no other, like, really good way to kill them. And that's pretty much it. Not really for the entire fight. This is just, like, part 1 of this fight. There's, like, 2 parts of this fight. So once you grab the relic, you're going to see that some more enemies are going to spawn in. It's going to be a couple of ranged enemies mixed in with some normal enemies. So as you see here, for level 2 enemies, your best bet is to just throw your axe at them, and it usually should freeze them, depending on, obviously, if you've leveled up your axe or not, when I did. If not, this part's going to be pretty hard, because they're going to, like, all have purple HP. And yeah, it's a pretty simple fight. There's not really too much for you to worry about here. Like I said, if you are struggling, just throw your axe at them to freeze them, and then use your blade so that you can make it going from a 3v1 down to a 2v1, so it is actually a lot easier. And then you're gonna have like this little second mini wave. This is a very simple fight, and yeah, that is pretty much it. After you finish these guys off, that is the end of the fight. So, just in case if you are unaware and you didn't see the last video, I did actually swap shields. So, that is going to slightly help me in the next boss fight that we go into. You are going to see me using it a little bit more. And if you are using the blocking shield, then all of these parts are pretty easy. You can literally just hold your block. They don't have any unblockables, so there's nothing for you to worry about.
Another empty vault.
Little brother, perhaps it's time
No,
we...
don't even say it. We're gonna find him. Look, another door on the other side of the cavern. Let's go. Go. Up there. The path keeps going. We'll just have to get across. That worked.
I do believe we're above where we got off the boat by Sindri. This mine is one enormous spiral.
I think I can hear something in there.
A statue.
Not just any statue. That stony visage hung over the entrance to the World Mill, built by Durin the Generous.
Alright, so this is where the boss fight is going to start. It's going to be just him until you do a certain amount of damage, then he's going to spawn in some extra enemies. So that's why you see me jump up here, is because I'm waiting for his enemies to spawn in, but I did not realize that they only spawn in once you do a certain amount of damage. So I just sit up here until they spawn in, which is right now. You want to try and just throw your axe and use this wall right here to block the main boss's attacks, and you just want to kill the side mission enemies like you see me doing here. I literally just killed him with the axe throw. It was the simplest way to kill him. And once you get them killed, now you are just face to face with just him. He's very simple. He only has one unblockable, which is when he does his swipe up attack. And if you ever get hit with a block like that, if you're using the parry shield, you can just use your rage to counter any of the damage if you want to. If you're just using the normal shield, then you could just block it. It's very simple. He only has the one unblockable. He likes to do that whenever he's about to dash as well. And he will do that swing up that you saw on screen there. And that is pretty much it. If you're using the parry shield like I am, then his parryable attack might be a problem, unless you know how to obviously parry it. Which, as you see, I do parry most of them, and I will be using the shield to my advantage. And also try and use his stun meter to his advantage, or, well, to your advantage, not to his, obviously. And if you can get the stun meter to be used, you can eliminate what is basically around 30 to 35% of his HP. And that is it. It could be hard, but he doesn't really have a ton of side mission enemies. As long as you kill the first two, then you are good. It's just you versus him. Very easy, very simple, and you will get this pommel right here, which is honestly one of my favorite pommels in the game. It just increases your defense and stagger resistance when you have the blessings of the frost, which is by holding triangle. And yeah, that's about it. So we move on to the next fight.
Watch yourself. I will follow, but I state what I see. You do not agree with me, but you will not speak to me this way. Are we clear?
Sir. What happened? Why didn't that work?
The chain is locked.
Should be clear now. Ready when you are. One more door. That one has to be it.
We will see.
Seems like we'll have to get to it first.
Climb across. Look for another way.
I think I see a crank over here.
Atreus, another mental exercise. With one who spends their life fighting, such as Tyr, have any desire to prove themselves, proof leads a wake of destruction.
But if the wake of destruction is a bunch of bad guys, why does that matter? You're strong, and you did the right thing.
War does not measure the strength of a man. I hope one day you understand.
We're almost there. Yo, hey, we did it! I'll meet you at the door. This could be it. We still have to go back and check out that last door, right? Damn it!
Did you hear that, brothers? I don't think we're alone.
Ears open, eyes up. Atreus, do my words irritate you?
It's fine. I get it.
Brothers! Wait, is that light up ahead there?
Hey, this might be it. That door's barred. They must be trying to keep something in.
You don't lock a door like that. You're the spare bedclothes.
I see what we must do.
This is where you're going to meet your first Bifrost enemy. So these aren't too bad of enemies, but you don't want to let them charge up their weapon with Bifrost, because if they hit you with it, whether you're blocking or not, you are going to take a load of frostbite damage, which you can regen it very quickly, but if you get hit, you could also lose all of your Bifrost HP. So just keep that in mind whenever you're fighting these enemies. They're not too bad, but like I said, if you do get hit by Bifrost, you do want to be careful. When they have a charged Bifrost, the only thing that you can do is parry it. But I think if you have like the blockable shield where you just have to block, I think you can just block it and you won't take any damage from them, of course. They do have an unblockable attack when they have a fully charged Bifrost weapon. So just keep that in mind. Just dodge backwards if they try to do it. Very easy. And as you see, you can see how much HP I took just from one hit of the Bifrost. And that is it. So we move on to the next fight.
Tyr!
What trickery is this, Odin? What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
This is the god of war.
Those blades. I know you. God Killer. Have you come for me now?
Only to free you.
Stay away. Brother, let me try. Tyr. Tyr. Look, you know me, don't you?
You killed Mimir!
No. No.
Yeah, we brought him right back.
You stay away from me, you monsters!
Stop! We need him!
Wait!
So this is where the gauntlet of fights is gonna start. So this is fight, I think 1 of 4. I think there's 4 fights. Not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's 4 though. So they are all gonna be Bifrost enemies, and one of them is gonna be a mini boss. So just keep that in mind. What you want to do is you want to probably save your rage for when you get to that mini boss, because he can be a bit challenging with his side enemies. So for this one, you just want to, you can try and stop the second one from turning, but I just suggest that you just gang up on the first guy that starts off at level 3, or you can gang up on the guy that first starts at level 1. It is whatever you prefer. As you see here, I just work on trying to kill all 3 of them at once, because that's what worked for me personally. It's going to be probably different for you guys, or maybe it isn't. Maybe it'll be exactly the same. And I just worked on going from highest to lowest. That's what I did, because of the amount of damage I was doing to them. And that is the first fight done. So once we run forward, we are going to move on to the second fight, which is right here. It is just 2 enemies. I'm pretty sure you could send them flying in the air. Yes, you can. So this is a very simple fight. You can either freeze one and attack the other, or you could send one flying in the air and obviously just gang up on him. Whatever you decide is up to you. I did let this guy level up, but that's also because I'm focused on one-on-ones. I'm not focused on... I don't really care if they level up. So I just usually just let them level up, and then I worry about them later when I get to them. And this will be the end of this little second fight. So now we will move on to where like the little mini boss is, which will be up in the next area.
This way! Cut him off!
Alright, so right here is going to be the little mini boss. He's very easy at first because there's no enemies with him, but once the side mission enemies spawn in, he starts getting pretty challenging. So he's going to have one unblockable where he just swings from his right to his left. It's a very easy thing to dodge. You just want to dodge backwards to avoid it. He's going to have, I think it's only one unblockable. At least from what I know, he only did one unblockable. So you can use your rage here if you want to. It's honestly up to you. If you do use your rage here, I recommend that you use it on the 2 default enemies, like his little side mission enemies. Now you're going to see I don't do this here, but that is also because they basically set themselves up for me to attack one side mission and then just kill the mini boss as the second one, and then kill the other side mission third. That's how it's set up for me. It probably won't set up the same for you. And that is it. So now you just grab the stuff that the big guy dropped, which you see I was failing to do. And I'm pretty sure that is the final fight of this video. So if this did help you, then that is good. And if you're just here watching just simply to see the game, then hopefully you did enjoy it too. And I will see you in the next one.
Leave me alone.
Tyr, listen, I swear we're not here to hurt you. We're just trying to get
Get
you
away
out.
from me, please.
Take you somewhere safe,
I
away
beg
from
you.
Odin.
Show mercy.
This is my father. We help people.
I don't belong out here, please. It's worse when he's angry.
Father!
Are you not a soldier? Are you not a leader of men? Master yourself! My son brought us to this place. For you! Look at him!
You. Why? You don't know me.
I know what you stood for. You helped the giants. We're returning the favor.
We?
We are leaving. Are you coming with us?
Here. Your statue in the lake. You had a spear. I thought you needed a weapon.
Walking stick? No. A kind thought, but no. Thank you, no.
But... okay.
I ran because I don't always know what's real. Sometimes there's
There's no shame in that, brother. We live in strange times.
Everyone hears him talk.
We must return home.
Can you feel that? A wind. Blowing from over here. Maybe there's an exit nearby.
Names by which I should call you?
I'm Atreus. You already know Mimir. And that's my father, Kratos.
How does the son of a Spartan come to speak for the Jotnar?
My mother was the last giant in Midgard. Laufey?
Laufey. I remember that name.
She tried to help people too. She's in the light of Alfheim now.
You have my sympathies.
Are you okay?
These are just much stronger when you're not sitting down. Please, let me get that. It's the least I can do.
Whoa.